It's Michelle from Pocket of Pretty. Tonight I want to talk about being content. Paul in Philippians 11 said that whatever the circumstance, he had learned to be content. And his circumstances were really bad. He was in jail. He was in danger, and yet he would choose to be content. And so many times I find myself whining about things, stupid stuff, when I need to learn to be content. It's funny because sometimes the hardest situations are when I've really learned about contentment. About 13 years ago, I lost a child. I had a miscarriage. That was a situation in which I didn't think I could be content. I wanted that baby so much. But immediately, or almost immediately, I came to realize that that child was just on loan from God. It wasn't mine. And by coming to that, I was able to move on. And then I was blessed with Noah. And what's interesting is I named Noah because Noah was a righteous man. And I didn't realize that the name Noah actually meant comfort. And he truly did comfort me and helped me to be more content. There are things that happen in our lives and we think, this is not right. This isn't fair. For example, right now, my classroom doesn't have heat. And it probably won't have heat. They're going to fix it this summer. And it's going to be a cold winter. But I am determined to be content in all circumstances. It's funny because the day that I was really getting upset about it, I came across a man in need, and I was talking to him, and I asked him what he did for a living, and he works outside all winter long, cutting and trimming trees. And I thought, here you are complaining about not having heat in your classroom when this man works all day long outside. And there are people without homes, without jobs, who are all day long outside. I am blessed, whether I have heat in my classroom or not. Whether God chooses to allow me to keep my children or not, and that scares me. But I know that everything that God does, He does for my greater good. Looking back, I wouldn't have Noah if I hadn't lost that second child. And someday, I look forward to being together with that child in heaven. I'd like to think that my mom and my mother-in-law are taking turns holding her or him and loving that child. My mom died right after my oldest son was born, and that was a hard situation in which to be content. But then that second child came along, and it was kind of like my mom got a chance to have a grandbaby up there. It makes me sad, but I know that God's got my back. When you go through life, look for the source of contentment. That source of contentment can be such a pocket of pretty. try to find the good in every situation. I hope you have a wonderful night. If you like this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend.